So hi guys, welcome to the channel Learn Concepts with Nikil, Discover, Learn and Grow. So in this particular video, we will be learning about Porter's 5 forces in management consulting, guys. So yeah, Porter's 5 forces is one of my favorite concept and one of my favorite framework in management consulting. So we will be learning about Porter's 5 forces in this video, right? This is the lecture 12th. We will also do case study in this particular video only. Like we are doing separate video for each case study, right? But in this video, we will be doing case study in this video only, right? So yeah, let's understand what is Porter's 5 forces. Karke. Porter's 5 forces is a strategic analysis framework that helps business understand competition and profitability in an industry. Simple, guys. Porter's 5 forces is used for analyzing your competitors, identifying and analyzing your competitors so that you can remain competitive edge. You can have a competitive edge over your competitors. As simple as that, right? So yeah, it is a strategic analysis framework by which you will be analyzing your competitors and you will be maintaining some competitive edge apart from your competitors. That is the reason why you will be using Porter's five forces principle, right? Five forces concept framework developed by Michael Porter. So that is the reason why it has been named on the Porter's name, Porter's 5 forces. It identifies 5 key forces that influence market competition. As simple as that, right? It will be analyzing the 5 key forces of the market competition and competitors used by used by management consultants to assess industry attractiveness and guide business strategy. As simple as that. So by using 5 forces, Porter's 5 forces, we can build and we can devise and we can deploy some business strategies and we can assess industry attractiveness too, right? If you are entering a new market, you can assess and you can test the industry attractiveness. And if you are the established player in the certain industry or particular industry, then you can do some business strategies so that you can maintain the competitive edge, right? Example, a food delivery startup uses Porter 5 forces to analyze competition from Swiggy, Zomato, Uber Eats before entering the market. So basically, if I am starting a new food delivery startup, I will be implementing, I will be not implementing, I will be devising, like I will be using Porter's 5 forces principle or framework or concept. By using this Porter's 5 forces concept, I can analyze my competition, right? So yeah, let's see what are the 5 forces karke. So simple, guys. Porter's 5 forces is nothing but in order to analyze your competitors. As simple as that. So what is the first force? Four of the 5 forces with examples. The first force is threat of new entrants, right? So if I am an established player in the market, in the industry, then I will be considering these all. First is threat of new markets, how easy it is for new companies to enter the market, right? So how easy it is for the new companies or new startups to enter our industry, to enter our market. Let's see. If there are high barriers mane to high regulations, high conditions. If there is a brand loyalty for me, then it will be difficult for that new company to enter the market and gain profit, right? So if there are high barriers, then there will be low threat. If there are low barriers, mane to like there is no brand loyalty for me, the prices are low, as well as cost is low, regulations are also not up to the, like not updating always. So then it will be high threat. Why? Because there are low barriers, right. So it is about first force, threat of new entrants. So we need to carefully analyze the new competitors, new entrants too, right? Example, a new airline company needs huge investment, government approvals, and airport slots, making it hard to enter. So in the airline industry, there will be less threat of new entrants, right? There will be only competition between the established players or established airline companies. New entrants will be it will be hard for them to enter the new market. That is nothing but airline industry. So first threat is threat of new entrants. Second force is bargaining power of suppliers. Can suppliers demand high prices? For example, if there are few suppliers, then the suppliers will be having the power. If there are so many suppliers, then the suppliers will not be having the power. For example, let's take an example. I am a company, Nikil Solutions. If I have only few suppliers in my industry, they can bargain with me. They can demand more, they can demand more prices in order to produce the raw material. So they will be having high power, right? When coming to second point, many suppliers low power. For example, let's take in a DMart or something. It will be having many suppliers, so the power of suppliers will be less. What is the amount, like how much amount DMart will be giving? They will be taking that much amount only. But if the suppliers has a high amount, like high power, they can demand the prices, right? So this is about a second force or second point, that is bargaining power of suppliers. Let's see an example. Apple depends on few chip manufacturers. So chip manufacturers are low. Only few suppliers are there. Few chip manufacturers are there for Apple iPhone. So giving suppliers a high bargaining power. So they will be having high bargaining power. Why? Because there are only few suppliers, right? Bargaining power of suppliers. Third one is bargaining power of buyers. Same. Instead of suppliers, keep buyers only. Can customers demand low prices or better services? Few buyers mane to high power. They will be having high power. Many buyers mane to they will be having low power. As simple as that, right? For example, in the B2B, context, in the B2B environment, business to business product selling marketing environment, you are serving, what you can say, your business is serving solutions to only some particular few businesses, only few businesses, so only few businesses are your customers, so their bargaining power will be more. They can bargain. But if your business is supplying to many people, then the people's bargaining power will be less. As simple as that, right? They will be having low power to bargain. If you are the only internet provider in the town, customers have low bargaining power because they have no alternatives. They will be not having any bargaining power. Why? Because there are no alternatives. There is no competition for the internet provider. As simple as that. So threat of substitutes. Are there alternative products that customers can switch? More substitutes, high threat, no close substitutes, low threat. For example, take Coca-Cola only. In example also, I mentioned that only. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, these are cold drinks are there, right? Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Thumbs Up, these all. For them, the substitute product is coconut water or some juices or some energy drinks. These are the substitutes. These are not the direct competitors. For Coca-Cola, Pepsi is a direct competitor. For Geo, Airtel is a direct competitor. But indirect competitors are the one which are impacting the business, but they are not directly impacting the business. For example, for Coca-Cola, the coconut water is compulsory. For mandatorily, it is an indirect competitor. Juices are also indirect competitor of Coca-Cola, right? So if there are more substitutes in the industry, then there will be more threat, high threat. If there are low substitutes, then there will be less threat. For example, let's take Jio and Airtel only. For Airtel, Jio is the direct competitor. For Jio, Airtel is the direct competitor. But for them, there is no substitute product. We cannot call directly on the air, right? But for Coca-Cola, coconut water is a substitute product. So for Jio, the threat is lesser. For Coca-Cola and all these industries, the threat is high. So fifth force is industry rivalry, competition from existing players. That is nothing but direct competition. Here, threat of substitutes is nothing but indirect competition. And fifth force is nothing but a industry rivalry. Competition from existing players is nothing but a direct competition, right? Are there many competitors fighting for the market share? So there are many so industry will be having some market share, right? So there are many companies fighting for the market share of the industry. So basically, if the competitors are more, there will be high threat. If the competitors are less, there will be low threat. So fewer competitors, low threat, high strong competitors, high rivalry. As simple as that, right? Example, the fast food industry, McDonald's, KFC, Burger King has a high competition leading to price wars and aggressive marketing. So for McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, and Pizza, Domino's Pizza, there are many type of food chains, right? There are many type of fast food chains. So for McDonald's, these are the competitors, direct competitors. There are many players. So it will be the threat will be high. The threat of what you can say, the threat of market share will be high, right? One company will be taking some of the market share, other company will be taking some of the market share, vice. If there are low competitors, for example, let's again take a Jio and Airtel only. For Airtel and Jio, except these two, there are no big competitors. BSNL, Vodafone, VI, these all are competitors, but they don't have that much market share. Airtel and Jio will be having a more market share, right? So yeah, if the competitors are less, then the market share will be more. But that is like a low rivalry, low threat. If the competitors are high, there will be high threat, high rivalry, right? As simple as that. So why do management consultants use five forces? So basically, these five forces are very important concepts of what you can say for management consultants. Not only for management consultant, but see, it can be used in general purpose also. So why do management consultants use five forces? Porter's five forces helps businesses understand competition before entering a new market. So if I want to enter the new market as a Nikil Solutions, I want to enter into UK market or USA market or UAE market. By doing five forces analysis, Porter's five forces concept, by employing Porter's five forces concept, I can analyze the competitors, right? I can analyze the five forces which can be a threat to my business. So that is the reason why management consultants will be using this POTUS five principles concept. Next, identifies risks and opportunities to improve profitability. As I said you before, if I am entering a new market or if I want to expand into the new market, then it can these five forces can identify the risks as well as opportunities. Assist in pricing, supplier selection, and strategy planning. So based upon these five forces also we can assist in pricing. We can do pricing strategies, we can do different strategies, we can select the suppliers, we can do strategy planning and all those things. You understood, right? Basically these five forces are used to analyze your competitors, guys, as simple as that. Used in consulting firms like McKinsey, BCG, Bain to advise clients. As I said you, these are used in MBB companies. So case study one. Let's go for the case study. As I said you before, in this video only we will be doing case study. Why? Because there are more videos are happening. So that is the reason why I'm saying case studies in the same video only of the concept. So yeah, case study. Using Porter's five forces in management consulting case. A coffee chain expanding into a new city. So let's see the case. A coffee chain expanding into a new city, right? So this is one of the case. A national coffee brand wants to expand into Hyderabad but needs to assess competition. So I want to expand. My coffee chain brand is internationally recognized. I want to expand into Hyderabad. In Hyderabad, my coffee chain branches are less. There are no coffee chain branches only. So I want to expand in Hyderabad too. In order to enter into the Hyderabad market, I need to assess my competition, right? Why? Because I don't know who are the competitors and what will be the threats, and what will be the advantages for me, what will be the advantages and disadvantages for me, right? So I'll be employing Porter's five forces principle, Porter's five forces concepts, frameworks, in order to assess the competition, in order to analyze the competition, as simple as that. So apply Porter's five forces. First, threat of new entrants, low. High investments needed, brand loyalty matters. So, in order to, what you can say, in order to create a brand, a coffee chain brand, you need to invest high in order to, what you can say, in order to create, in order to build a coffee chain brand or coffee chain branches. The investment should be high as well as brand loyalty also matters. But because my brand will be having some loyal customers, they will be only coming to my coffee shop to drink coffee. So in order to maintain and in order to what you can say, in order to create this brand loyalty, in order to create the coffee chain, it is a long process, guys. 10 to 15, 20 years, sometimes 25 to 30 years it will be taking, like so much time to create these things. So threat of new entrants will be negligible for me, right? There won't be threat of new entrants. Next is bargaining power of suppliers, moderate. Few good coffee bean suppliers are available. So moderate, they won't be having high power or they won't be having low power. The power of suppliers is moderate, middle. So third one is bargaining power of buyers is high. Why? Because customers can switch to tea shops or local keeps. So my threat from customers bargaining power is high. So I need to analyze this also. Let's see the fourth one. Threat of substitutes high. Customers may choose home brewed coffee or instant coffee. For example, if they don't want to drink coffee, they can go for juices. So they can go for a coconut water. If it is summer, they will be directly drinking uh, cold drinks or coconut water or juice. They will not prefer uh, what you can say hot coffee and all these things. So threat of substitutes will be sorry guys, threat of substitutes will be high. So let's see the fifth force, that is nothing but industry rivalry. And industry rivalry, there will be high threat from industry rivalry. Why? Because there are competitors like Starbucks and Cave Coffee Day for my coffee shops. So that is the reason we will be using Porter's five force principle, and we will be analyzing the competition, whether we have to enter into the market, whether we have to substitute, not sorry, whether we have to expand into the market, whether we have to enter into the market. If we enter the market, what are the strategies? What are the pricing strategies? What are the positioning strategies I should employ in order to make customers loyal, right? So this is one of the case study conclusion. The company needs a strong pricing and branding strategy to compete. So by using five forces concept or framework, my company will be coming up coming up with some strategies, right? Some strategies, some pricing strategies, branding strategies, positioning strategies, placing strategies, and all those things. So this is case study of a coffee brand, Nikil's coffee brand. So key takeaways for management consultants. Porter's five forces helps businesses analyze competition and profitability. Right. So it is used to analyze competition as well as in making some profitability strategies, pricing strategies, and all those things. Right. So let's see the second point. Each force affects the business decisions like pricing, entry strategy, and supplier selection. As we learned in the video, it will be affecting the strategies. Right. So used in a industry analysis, market entry, strategy, and competitive positioning. We have discussed in the last case study. Essential for essential for consulting projects in retail, tech, healthcare, and finance, and not only in these industries, but it is see every industry will be having competition, right? So yeah, it is used for every industry which is having a tight competition, strong competition. By mastering Porter's five forces, management consultants can help a business make smarter strategic decisions by analyzing competitors, by analyzing customers, by analyzing the market, and we can deploy, we can develop some market strategies as a management consultant. So this is about Porter's five forces concept, Porter's five forces framework. In the next video, we'll be learning some more about management consulting concepts. So bye guys.